to Chef Called Rhonda. I'm Rhonda and this is my kitchen. And today we'll be making big and fat, chewy chocolate chip cookies. This recipe is a classic and a family favorite. Stay with me while I teach you the secrets to the perfect fat and chewy chocolate chip cookie ready in a snap. Okay, let's get started. Step 1, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, which I will sift with. I will sift half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of baking soda, and I will sift those together nice and easy. I will sift those together, so we're sifting our dry ingredients together. And once you've sifted that, you can set aside your flour mixture. Next, using a medium-sized mixing bowl, I am going to add the melted butter, which is 3/4 cup of butter that's been melted. I will then add my brown sugar, and it's heavy packed, fully packed brown sugar. I will add my half cup of white granulated sugar, like so. I will add 1 egg, 1 complete egg first, followed by 1 yolk. And I will cream this mixture together for about a minute on low speed. And then I will add, you can see the texture is nice and thick. I will add a good quality vanilla, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So adding 1 tablespoon. I use Mexican vanilla. The flavor is so intense. It really pairs nicely with brown sugar. So 1 tablespoon, like so. I will mix again, incorporating the vanilla with the sugar and the egg. You can add a little bit more vanilla depending on your taste. Okay, and then I will add the sifted flour mixture in thirds. Okay, in thirds I will add that. I will gently incorporate using the electric mixer on low speed. I will add my next third of sifted flour and do the same, like so. Be careful not to overmix. In adding the last third of the dry ingredients, you then want to incorporate by hand. You can use a spatula or wooden spoon, but really it makes a nice cookie dough consistency if you really utilize the hand. And once it starts to form that cookie dough, you can see the spatula here, you're going to pull from the sides, and that cookie batter or cookie dough, once you get that mixture to cookie dough consistency, don't we all love cookie dough? Once you've worked that dough by hand and you're getting that cookie dough consistency, it's time to add our chocolate chips. 12 ounces, also known as 2 cups. And today I chose milk chocolate chips. And I'm just gently going to pour them, let's get every chocolate chip. Gently pour those right over the cookie dough. And once I've added my chocolate chips to the bowl with the cookie dough, I want to grab a wooden spoon from the pantry, and I want to incorporate ever so gently the chips into the batter or cookie dough. And you can already smell the vanilla mixing with the milk chocolate. And yes, this is going to be a sweet treat for sure. Okay, so I'm just about just about incorporated all my chips into the batter. Once you've incorporated all the chocolate chips into the cookie batter, your dough should render something looking like so. Can you see that? Ooh, it smells heavenly. I wish you could smell this with me. So one more turn with the wooden spoon. And I like to use the back of the wooden spoon. You can really see the color change there. Okay. All right, we'll let this just sit for a moment. And so once the dough is finished, it's time to drop by rounded tablespoons onto your parchment-lined cookie sheet. Now I like to drop by a rounded tablespoon, can you see that? And I like to separate them by 3 inches because they will spread. And this recipe will probably make 24 cookies. Hi, our cookies are in the oven baking at 325 for 17 minutes. I thought I'd share a little bit of tips and tricks about the recipe. So the recipe calls for 2 cups all-purpose flour, a half teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of good quality salt, 2 cups of chocolate chips, 3/4 cup of melted butter, and that is a trick. It calls for 2 eggs, however, only 1 whole egg, 1 yolk, and they both should be at room temperature. I did melt my 3/4 cup of butter in the microwave for about 30 seconds, just to get it nice and liquefied. I sifted the flour, the baking soda, and the salt together, primarily, and I set that aside. And then next what we did was we added first to our mixing bowl was that nice clarified butter, melted butter I should say. 24 Colossally chewy chocolate chip cookies. Can you see that? And there you have it. Woo. 24 Colossally chewy chocolate chip cookies. And they are delicious.